I almost lost thousands of dollars selling these Nike Air Max to Whistlin Diesel and then buying them back. Today, we're going to be breaking down how much money I lost and as well as how much money I made off of each individual video on these shoes to see if I actually made money or lost money in the process. Let's see. This is probably gonna be the most transparent that I've ever been when it comes to money made off of videos, so you guys get an insight on what these videos look like and how money is made off of these videos. So when I sold the shoes initially to Whistlin Diesel for our video, I sold them at a $5,000 loss. Now, that is because I knew I was gonna be in this video, and that makes sense to me to get that exposure from an entirely new audience. So we started off, we are $5,000 in the hole. That first video that I made, the video that is me selling the shoes to Whistlin Diesel, didn't perform as well as I thought it would, and that video, ad revenue wise, off of the video brought in $1,804.12. So we're still not even close to breaking even off of the $5,000 loss that I took, because some people think I made $30,000 off that sale. I didn't. I have this. This is not even gonna cover half of a shoelace, unfortunately.
How about that?
I think you're still about $2 grand short. We're close. Now, following that video, I posted a reaction video, which is me sitting down, reacting to destroying the shoes, and that video popped out.
Yeah,
oh my God. Oh. The shoes. I know his legs aren't in here, but bro. It's at almost 1 million views, and that video brought in $7,565.96. So we did really well on that, and that brings us to the profit of $4,370.08. We could have stopped there, and we could have made our money and been done. But then I saw a post on Instagram that they were selling those Nike Air Max for $4,500, and they said there were tons of people interested, so I immediately thought, I have to buy these. That bringing us to now a net loss of $129.92. So we were way in the profit, and we decided to go ahead and buy them, and now we're in the negative. So I made a video of me buying back the destroyed Air Mags and got almost 500,000 views, and the revenue that that video brought in was $3,131.30. So bringing that to $3,001 in profit on the shoes. Again, I could have stopped there and been totally positive, but I decided, let's make another video because you guys seem to love it, and it's an interesting topic. Then I decided I wanted to fully restore these shoes, which probably was a dumb idea, but I thought this is a fun task and we have to do it for a video. So the cost of the restorations were initially $450 for the flight, but when we flew him in, the items that we needed to repair it didn't make it in time, so he had to fly back out and then fly back in again that same week. So we spent $900 just on flights alone. And then the repair of the shoe between the materials and the labor and everything cost $1,600. So that's $2,500 total to restore the shoes, and we're sitting at $3,000 profit, bringing us to still being in the net positive of $501.38. Now you have to remember that these restoration videos, these costs of these flights and everything like that, that is all a tax write-off, so that's another thing you guys have to factor in. So then I made a video that I fully restored Whistlin Diesel's $35,000 Nike Mags, and that video seemed to do pretty decent. It's at 260,000 views, and that brought in the revenue of $1,882.99. That bringing our grand total of profit out of this entire thing to $2,384.97. But that is just for now, because one, I'm making this video right here, but two, YouTube is such a great platform that these videos continue to get views. So no matter what, I am going to be in the positive from here on out unless I decide to restore the other shoe, which I do not plan to do. Now, one of the big questions that I get about this is how much could I sell these shoes for if they're fully restored? Now, these brand new go for $15,000 to $20,000. That's what the market is right now. Pairs that have been destroyed almost to this extent, a little bit not as bad, have sold for in the $6,000 to $8,000 range. And I was told by the people that restored this that they could sell these shoes, if I fully restored both of them, in the range of about $4,000 to $5,000. So with that, if I spent another $1,600 repairing this, taking us to about $800 in the positive, I can sell these and make about $4,000 roughly at the end of the day. Now, am I gonna do that? Probably not, because I've made all my profits back from the video and I wanna display them now, and we're gonna talk about me buying a display for this in the future. Now, you guys may think it's hard to believe that these would be worth that money, but there are a lot of people out there because these are authentic Air Mags. The big conversation that people are commenting that these shoes are now fake, that this is a fake shoe now that they've been restored. Now, that conversation comes up because certain things were replaced off the shoe. But let's talk about some of the things of the shoe. This upper here is all authentic and came original. It's a little bit more messed up because it's the actual ones. You have things like the heel cap here. This is all original, as you can tell, because there are freaking burn marks on them. This midsole here, this is authentic and brand new, the exact same one. Strap here has been repaired. This is the original one. And then this is a replacement here. This is a replacement light, and this is a replacement here. Now, do I think that these are a rep sneaker at this point? No, I do not, because majority of all are all authentic parts, and I want them to use all authentic parts on repairing them as well. I saw a comparison in the comments of my TikTok video saying, if you crash a BMW and then you replace it with parts, whether they be factory or aftermarket parts, is that now not a BMW? And I feel like that could be a good question, maybe not. What do you guys think? Now, I plan to probably make a display for this, like a little case or something to put here, so that may factor in a couple $100. There are a few other factors that go into this as well. When I bought these Nike mags, I paid a certain amount of money, which was 5 figures. That 5 figures is write-offable because I did it for a business expense, and so that is a deduction on my taxes right there. As well as paying for the flights and everything, that money of $2,384 isn't just a blatant profit. There's a lot of other factors into it, and then you also have to think of the factor of exposure. Whistlin Diesel has an audience of over 5, maybe 6, I don't even know how many subscribers now. 5.8 million subscribers. That put my face in front of 5.8 million new people. Now, these people are not my direct audience that I'm looking to bring in, because I talk about sneakers, and most of his audience I don't think cares about sneakers. Some do, but not the majority. So if you had to ask me if I were to redo this all over again, sell the mags, do all of that, my answer would totally be yes. In the game of YouTube, the entire point of all of this is to go ahead and grow your audience. Obviously, you have the aspect of bringing in revenue because it is a business at a certain point. But when it comes to growing an audience, reaching new people, you have to spend money to do that. And I was willing to take those risks in order to grow the audience. And what do you know? It paid off. But the funniest part of all of this is if you look at the 4 videos that I've posted on this entire thing, the video that made me the most money was the one that took the least amount of effort. And that's a little insight on YouTube, is that when I did the reaction video where I sat down, I watched Whistlin Diesel destroy my shoes, that video brought in almost $8,000 and 1 million views of me just sitting there. Not the day spent of shooting for 9 hours of selling them the shoes. That video brought in about $1,800 or $1,300, whatever it was. Not the restoration, while that may pick up eventually. It was the video of reacting. And so hopefully, after all these videos and this video right here, this can bring in a couple extra $1,000 and continue to boost the ecosystem of this Whistlin Diesel whole process. So if you guys enjoyed the insight on that, let me know, because I can do more videos on this, especially on ones like the $100,000 mystery boxes that I've done, and show you a little bit more details on those, but I may stick to TikTok for that. So if you want to see that, follow me over on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Harrison signing out.